Hey, I'm Jeff, and I run product at Valur. When we started this company, our singular goal was to give our users the kind of clear, proactive, and actionable financial advice typically reserved for people with 9 figures of wealth and an army of professionals behind them lawyers, accountants, maybe even a full family office. We started by writing. The hundreds of articles in our knowledge library are the result of that effort. We've also built half a dozen calculators that can help you get specific. Which tax advantage strategy will lead to the highest return for you, and how much might that be? And those tools work. It's gratifying to hear every day from people who have found the right tax plan for them just by reading what we put down on paper and using our simple web apps. At the same time, we've also heard some frustration. These lawyers and accountants have been doing this forever, we're told, so why can't they make tax planning simpler? And we're with you. It's tough to find a centralized source of tax knowledge, and it's even harder to understand your options when you do, if the only way to do so is by talking to lawyers and accountants. We want to help you cut through the noise, and we've created another tool that can help. With our guided planning experience, you can start from first principles. Are you aiming to maximize your family's wealth during your lifetime, or are you looking to pass significant assets on to the next generation efficiently? From there, we'll take you through a series of questions that'll help us help you identify the perfect plan. You can explore, learn deeply about, and even compare head to head various tax and estate planning strategies. For example, are you expecting a windfall from late stage startup equity that's not eligible for the QSBS exemption? With a few more details, we might point you to a lifetime standard charitable remainder trust. Will you instead have very high ordinary income this year, maybe from a big bonus? And do you have all of your immediate cash needs covered? We might lead you to a charitable lead annuity trust in that case. The goal here is to help you find the right strategy for your unique circumstances and to make sure you understand what you're seeing along the way. So, how do we do that? A couple of key features to talk about. First up is the heart of this tool, which I've already previewed, our proprietary tax planning decision engine. Answer just a few questions about your situation, your goals, and a bit about your assets, and we can guide you down the appropriate path. Along the way, we've integrated key education materials into that experience. We'll answer common questions on every screen, and we've curated important foundational articles in our rich sidebar over here on the right. And if you're ever lost or unsure, or even if you just want the security that comes with talking to an expert, you can reach out via our live chat, which is staffed by members of our team with collective decades of experience on these questions. So, how do you get started? In one of two ways. If you know what you need, maybe you're one of the surprising number of users that come to Valor already having spent hours scouring the internet for information on charitable remainder trusts, or a lawyer or other professional has told you which vehicle you're looking for. You can short circuit the whole process and get right to setting up your tax advantaged entity by clicking right here. But if you're like most people, you'll take the time to go through our decision process because you need to, or just because you want that peace of mind. Fortunately, it turns out that in most cases, you'll find that after only a few answers, you'll reach a conclusion. That's because there are only a few potential choices, and they're a good fit off the shelf for most people. If you do that, you'll arrive at our product comparison pages, which give you a detailed look at the pros and cons of each strategy that might be a potential fit. For example, imagine that you're planning for capital gains from the future sale of cryptocurrency. In that case, there's really only one option from our menu: a charitable remainder unit trust. If instead you had chosen that you're selling real estate, you'd be presented with a couple of options: a 1031 exchange, a qualified opportunity zone, or a charitable remainder unit trust. From there, you can select a product, and at that point, we find that it typically makes sense to get onto a quick Zoom call so we can chat through your options and point the way forward. You can book that call right on the platform here or at the top of any page on our site. And that's really it. We hope you find the tools useful, and we'd love to hear from you at team@valor.io.